Hello everyone. Today we will be learning how to find dimensional formula. Okay, so it's very easy and very simple to find dimensional formula. So let us learn what we are going to do. We are going to find all these dimensional formulas, and in the last we are going to do a bonus question, that is JEE 1998 question. Very simple question, very raddi question. Okay, if you see that after all this we will be doing this, where it will be a very nice question, very beautiful question. I will give you the formula and you will automatically find the dimensional formula. First of all, you have to know the dimensional symbols first, okay? Because now look, the general form of dimensional formula is this. Now what is this? Let's learn, okay? So look, now we have learned 7 fundamental units, that is length, mass, time, current, temperature, amount of substance, luminescence, intensity. But if you see, these two are not like in your syllabus, not much questions come from these two, but you can remember, okay? Amount of substance, the mole, okay, we represent by mole. You will be learning in chemistry, okay? Luminous intensity we will be representing by CD, okay? Candela, okay? CD stands for candela, okay? Now temperature, K for Kelvin, okay? So this is the dimensional symbols, okay? For the dimension, okay, to find the dimensional formula we need to find the dimensional symbol. So dimensional symbol, you can see here, electric current, ampere, you have learned in class 10, okay? So ampere, so A, it can be represented by A or I, okay? We will look, this is only first part. In second video we will be learning more. We will be learning electric charge and many other, okay? Electric charge, here we are going to learn torque, okay? Everything, okay? Now look, this is the general density we are also going to learn next, okay? So everything we are going to learn next. These are some the basic concept we will clear today with one bonus, okay? Simple. Now this is the general form. General form is what? Now look, M stands for mass, L stands for length, where is length? L, and T stands for time. So whenever we want to find a dimensional formula, we need to know these three things, okay? That is mass, length and time, okay? So for different kinds of things we can find the dimensional formula. You have learned what is the fundamental units, dependent units, supplementary units, okay? So supplementary units, you have learned that theta, okay? Theta, okay? Arc length by radius is equal to theta, okay? So steradians you must have learned, okay? Steradians equal to 4 pi. So all that you must have learned. So on basis of that we find the dimensional formula, okay? So that is our basic mathematics. This is our part, important topic of units and measurement, and this type of questions will definitely come in school papers, okay? If we talk about school examinations, this type of questions may come, okay? Torque is very important, okay? Torque is very important. Kinetic energy is also very important. And always remember, while we are making dimensional formula, we have to always forget about the constant, okay? Constant means like what? 2 is a constant, 3 is a constant, 4 is a constant, pi is a constant, okay? Now remember one thing, if we take sine, okay, you must have also learned this. In sine, if there is anything, if there is any element inside sine, that is also we take it as a constant, or e to the power x, okay? E to the power x, not constant, we can say dimensionless in other words, okay? So dimensionless, okay? Power or sine, if there is anything inside the sine, okay, we take it as dimensionless. Dimensionless. Now look, this is dimension formula, general form, m to the power a. So what is a? A is the power of mass, okay? B is the power of length, C is the power of t. Simple, okay? Now if I talk about these things, how to find the dimensional formula, you have learned two things, two main important things. Yaad karo. We had learned fundamental units. Fundamental units are these things you must have seen. Dependent units are what? Like for example, area is equal to meter square. So this is dependent units, okay? Derived units, sorry, not dependent units, derived units, okay? So this is how we met meter multiply meter we got it from here, again one more meter, so this is a derived unit. Similarly, if I talk about volume is equal to what? Meter cube. So this is what? This is a part of our what? Length, okay? This is part of our length, okay? So same, these are called derived units. So basis of that we can find the dimensional formula, okay? If you take the first one, area. Now what is area? Now listen one more thing. The length we take in L. So wherever you find meter, for example, now look, I'm adding another question here just to explain you. You must have learned supplementary quantities, where we have learned about the arc length, okay? About the arc length, okay? So arc length by radius is equal to theta, we had learned, okay? So arc length is what? Arc length is in, if you see, radius is in meters, okay? This is in meters, and arc length is in meters, okay? Arc length also how much? In meters only you will count it, na? So meter will get cancelled, okay? So from here we can identify theta is dimensionless. Dimensionless means what? M to the power 0, L to the power 0, T to the power 0. Why? Anything to the power 0 is 1 by tata cu. Okay, so here by tata cu happened, so m0 l0 t0. Okay, so this is called dimensionless formulas. Okay, so I hope you have learned all this. You can take screenshot, whatever you want to do. Okay, now I am going to discuss many of these things. Okay, so now let's talk about all this. Okay, let's remove the dimension symbols now. I have already known this. Okay, so let's find out the dimension formula for this. Okay, so first let's start with area. Area is what? Area you must have learnt meter multiply meter, which is equal to meter square. Meter square is what? Area. Okay, now if you see meter, meter is what? Length. Meter is a length. Okay, so simply if I can say meter is equal to meter multiply meter, so if I say meter square is equal to meter multiply meter, meter is what? Length. Meter is a length. We had learned the symbols. Here also meter is a length, so L multiply L is equal to L square, correct? And we will just take the square inside the bracket, which is L square. Simple. So this is the dimensional formula of area. Okay, now you must not have understood out of all this question, you will slowly get understand. Look, this is what? This is meter. Meter will represented by L, so here also meter is there, we represent it by L, so L multiply L, L square. Okay, simple. Now if we take velocity, velocity is very good one. Okay, now velocity is equal to what? Velocity is equal to what? Meter per second, correct? Meter per second we call it na. Velocity unit is what? This is based on units. Okay, not formula, units. Okay, velocity is meter per second, so meter per second is what? For example, now meter is what? Meter is length, and S is what? Time. A second na, meter per second, second is what? Time. So when this t will go to the numerator, when this t is in the denominator now, when it will go to the numerator, what will happen? -1. Okay, this is to the power 1, this is to the power 1, so this will become what? L1 t to the power -1. Okay, this is the dimension formula. Okay, so t when goes up, this will be t to the power -1. Okay, so simple. This is for velocity. Okay, acceleration, you tell me acceleration, you also try to do your own. Acceleration is equal to meter per second square, so this will be what? Now look, you can also write it, because always dimension formula has to have these three things. This is the general form. Okay, I am just writing like this, but you can write in general form. In general form, how will you write this? m0 l1 t to the power -1. You will write like this. And this one you can see force. Force is very important. Huh? Force can come in your paper, and also you have to remember this, because if you remember force, then you do not need to remember anything. Okay, means you can find everything very easily. Okay, find everything very easily. Okay, so this is the force, this is work energy. Work energy is also related with force. Okay, that one we will all know. Power is also indirectly related with force. Okay, that one also I will tell you. Okay, so area is like this. Acceleration is equal to meter per second square. Okay, so meter is what? Meter is L. Second means t na, so t square. So when this t square will go up, this will become what? LT -2. Simple. This is the dimension formula. If you want to write it in general form, you can also write it like this: m0 l1, this is 1, this is power 1. Okay, so m0 l1 t to the power -2. So this is in general form. Okay, I have written like this, but you have to write it in general form, or if you don't want, you can also keep it like this, but I would prefer writing like this. Okay, now next. Okay, next is what? Acceleration. Done. Force. Now force is very important. Why force is important? Now listen, force na, force what? Unit is what? Newton. Okay, Newton. Here what we will write? Force. Now what is force? Force, if you see, force is equal to mass into acceleration. Okay, so you have to find it in that way, because force is what? Force is equal to mass multiplied acceleration. F equal to ma, you must have learned in 8th standard also. Okay, so force is equal to mass multiplied acceleration. So what? Force is what? Now force is what? Listen, force, very important thing. Mass, this is mass, not meter. Not meter. Okay, so this will be m1. M1 means what? Mass 1. Okay, acceleration is equal to, already find out, LT -2. Okay, look, we already found it there. Okay, whatever we found it there. Look, this one you don't need to memorize, but automatically when you will do questions, automatically you will memorize. Like velocity is LT -1, acceleration is LT -2. Okay, so instead of doing that in your exam, wasting your time, you can directly write it. Okay, if they ask in MCQs or anything like that. Okay, so force is equal to this thing. Okay, what I did, MA. M is what? M is equal to mass, and acceleration is equal to L1 t -2. Okay, now work or energy. Work or energy are same, power is just different. Okay, work or energy, in work what we are doing? Work we are applying force. Work we are applying force or no? Work we are applying force na. So work we are applying force. Force multiply displacement. Displacement S, I have taken S. Now displacement is what? Meters. Displacement is meters or no? Okay, displacement is meter, so displacement is meter. Now meter is what? Length, na? So directly right here L1. Length 1, okay, means length 1, okay. Now force is what? We have found what? 112, 112, 112. What 112? M1, L1, T minus 2. Just remember 112, 112. Just remember at last this will be minus 2, okay? 112, 112, 112. Automatically it will remember. Very good. Okay, so if you will do this, how much it will get? M1, L2, T minus 2. Okay, this will be very easy now. Look, L1 multiply L1, L1 multiply L1, L square. Okay, so this is the work. Okay, work is equal to energy. Okay, if you talk about in dimension formulas, okay, their formula is different, but if you talk about dimension formula is same. Similarly, you will be learning like when afterwards you will be learning stress is equal to pressure. Okay, so the dimension formula is same. Okay, it is also equal to force by area. Okay, both are same. Okay, now you will be also learning strain is what? Now strain is very new topic. If I take strain, okay, for example, now I take strain is what? Strain is delta L by L. Okay, delta L by L. Delta L by L means what? Change in length by original length. Change in length is what, beta? Change in length is what? Tell me na, bolna yaar, bolna. Okay, the change in length is meter. Change in length is meter. This is called dimensionless. So M0, L0, T0. Okay, simple. What did I do here? Man, delta L. L is what? L is still in meters. L is still in meters. This is both meter only. Meter cancel. M0, L0, T0. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so simple. You have to do like this. Okay, chalo. Okay, so next one is what? Next one is what? Power. Power is what? Energy by time. Okay, power you have learnt in the 10th standard also. Okay, power formula is equal to what? Equal to energy by time. Okay, so energy was what? What was energy, man? Energy, you don't have to remember this. Okay, you can just solve by the previous formula. Energy was what again? Energy equal to force multiply displacement, na? So this will be how much? Energy equal to how much, man? M1 L2 T minus 2, something like that, na? Let me do again. Okay, energy is equal to force multiplied displacement. Force is L1 T minus displacement L2. So this is L2. Correct. Oh, I'm correct. Okay, nothing wrong. Okay, time is what? Time. Now this is time. Now time when will go up, this will be what? Minus 1 to T to the power minus 1. So when you will do this, what? Minus 2 plus minus 1. You know basic mathematics, na? M1 L square. This will be how much? T minus 3. This is the answer. This is for the power. Okay, power over here. So M1 L2 T minus 3. Okay, minus 2 plus minus 1 minus 3. Okay, simple. Now let's go for the next. Kinetic energy. Oh, kinetic energy. Very good one. Okay. Okay, what is kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is what? Half mv square. So now what will happen? Look, always remember, I had told you even, if there is sign anything in, that is a constant or dimensionless. Okay, here what? 1 by 2, 2, 3 pi, anything, that is what? This is called constants. Okay, constant e to the power x, that is dimensional because it's a constant. Okay, so here what? We have a constant. Okay, so 1 by 2 we will ignore, like how she ignored it. Oh, sorry. Okay, so 1 by 2 we ignored. Okay, so 1 by 2 we ignored. Okay, now what happens that we get mv square. Okay, mv square is what? Mass na. Arey, mass na. Mass na. So mass 1, velocity is what? Lt minus 1 ka whole square. Okay, m1, this will be L square T minus 2. Okay, kinetic energy, we ignore the 1 by 2, as you know. Mv square is equal to what? M1 Lt minus 1 whole square, L square T minus 2. This is your dimension formula. Simple. Okay, now if I talk about JEE 1998 question, what is the question? Little bit tell us, man. Okay, so JEE 1998, which is the bonus question. Okay, the question is dimension formula of torque. This is the very important one. This will 100% come in your 11th paper. I am not leaking your paper, huh? I am just telling, huh? But if I leak your papers, don't call me a leaker. Okay, so dimension formula is what? Of torque. Okay, torque. Now what is torque? Look, that's why many people get stuck over here in school exams, if you see. Okay, so torque is what? Now listen, torque is what? Torque is equal to force multiply what do you call that, force multiply displacement force. Okay, this same J1998 question is okay. So this was the question. Okay, sorry. Okay, so this is equal to how much, force multiply perpendicular distance. Okay, perpendicular, this is perpendicular, so perpendicular distance. Okay, so this is equal to perpendicular force multiply perpendicular distance. Okay, so what is this? Force is equal to how much? Force is equal to, you know the formula, m1 l1 t minus 2 multiply perpendicular distance is equal to what? Meters na. So meter, just put meter is what? Length only na. So length only put. So this is equal to what? m1 l2 t minus 2. Simple. Okay, so this will come in also J 2026. I am not leaking J paper but just telling for fun. Okay, so this may come in your exam. It is one of the most important questions. It comes mostly in school exams. These questions also come in next video. I will also do density. Here we discuss how many formulas? 9 formulas. 8 plus I told you na, stress also remember. Look, pressure equal to pressure, stress, same thing. Okay, also I told you that formula, that meter 1 na. So pressure is equal to force by area. So force by area, you tell me in the comments what will be the dimension formula for pressure. Okay, simple. Okay, this is your homework. Okay, homework for today. What is the dimension formula for pressure? Okay, pressure or stress. Okay, whatever you want to call it. Bye bye.